Hello, everybody. We're live at Andrada Polytechnic for the second annual Vail Cross Country Classic, brought to you here by Bobcat TV. And we have with us, of course, let me introduce you. This is Steve Taggart, formerly Steve the Day Porter from Cienega and Mica Mountain. But now we also have two young ladies who are both going to sectionals here soon that are also going to be commentating on the race. Ladies, go.
I'm Cassidy Davidson.
I am Natalie Flores.
So the race is about ready to start here in just a moment. The Andrada coach is giving the last instructions to the runners, making sure that they do know to make the second loop on this two-loop course. And the ladies will be starting first, and the boys will be running afterwards.
Yes, around 5 o'clock, I think.
So, ladies, you walked the course. What do you think of it?
This course, I would have to say, is pretty flat. It's not that hard of a course, but it is going to be challenging with all the turns, I will say.
There's also some rough stepping. There's like some washes and like a weird wash thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard course on the cross-country aspect. Definitely not as smooth sailing as you would think, but should be a good race.
Yes, I would agree. I did run one loop of the course, and it is a lot of turns and a lot of undulating up and down over little hills through the washes.
Yeah. Yeah, the schools running today are going to be Cienega, Empire, and Mica.
And Andrada.
Oh, yeah, and Andrada, obviously.
Yeah,
We're here at Andrada.
Yes, which is the host for this year's meet. Last year it was at Mica Mountain. So I'm assuming next year it'll be probably at Empire or Cienega.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're getting ready. I can hear everybody starting to cheer. So, Nick, you said we're going to have drone footage maybe during this race?
Yes, we have drone footage that will help you follow. And, yeah.
So if you're watching at home, you should be able to see the runners across a lot of the cross-country course. Andrada's wearing blue, just so everyone knows, on the Bobcat TV. Cienega's in white and copper navy. Empire in the black and red, and Mica in their Mica blue.
For the Mica team, it looks like we have two Alanas running. A senior, Alana Hannibal. She has been running all 4 years of high school, and she clocked in at a 21 this year. We also have a freshman, Alana. She also clocked in at a 21 in her first year. Looks like she's been running this through middle school. We also have our junior, Michelle and Annabelle, who are consistently running in the top 5, along with freshmen Andrea Howard and Emily Quigley. And then on the girls Cienega team, we have Addison, Rose, Delaney, Taylor, and then Sienna. And me and Cassidy are not running today. All have been our varsity runners. All right, and then on the girls, we have Clara, who is ranked top 5 in section. Sierra, sorry, my bad.
Evelyn Holyoke.
Yeah, she's ranked 24th, and then
Taryn Baldwin.
Yeah, who's ranked 28th. Those are our runners today. Sorry if I missed a few names. We also have a lot of the JV, but that's going to be our varsity runners today.
Is there any info on the other two schools?
Oh, yeah, I read Empire. That was Empire,
Oh, okay.
Mica, and then I don't know if we have Andrada. Let me look on that.
It's getting quiet. They're going to start the race. Oh, no. It's the presenting of the colors.
Oh.
say the band sounded great today.
I could agree.
Yes, the race will be starting in just a moment now. I can hear everyone starting to get excited. So once again, we are watching Bobcat TV for this event, and I just want to acknowledge that Mr. Miller couldn't be with us today, unfortunately. But so if you were tuning in to hear his great commentary, sad to say you have me and two very informative young ladies, which I'm not sorry about. This will be a great race on a very tough course. There is some last-minute instruction one more time by Rod Carrier, I believe. Is Rod the principal of Andrada or vice principal? Vice principal? Huh? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, vice principal, because Mr. Parks is the principal. He came back to the district. Oh, lots more family and friends and spectators arriving just in time for the start of the race. And they're off.
These guys think I'm bad.
So we've done okay so far?
All right, it looks like we have a good group in the front leading us off. Can't tell which team they are. The sun's kind of getting
Critically low battery.
Looks like
Landing.
there's some Mica Mountain, some Cienega out in the front early on.
We had to switch off, so just I don't know, talk about what you know.
Yeah, today's race looks like it's going to be a perfect race weather. We got some good cold weather, I guess Arizona cold weather, and a little breeze, but nothing that's going to harm the race.
Right now we have a good view of the spectators. Is the drone having a hard time?
Well, he died. Well, so we're putting a new battery.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm muted.
We'll get you a good spot.
So,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So if we put run up to 0, there, perfect.
Most of the spectators are heading over to where they'll branch off for the second loop over here, a little bit to the south of where we're standing, of the start-finish area.
And the view we have right now is just the finish line, just to give people a know. You can see right there in between those two tents, that's where everyone will be finishing their race.
We're having the pit crew right now work on the drone. They're installing some hyper-speed batteries to catch up with the runners, I think. And it's off. Head west, young man, head west.
So here we go. Oh, there's a bend.
Ooh.
So unfortunately we have all this stuff around here, but we have the time right here if you want to check that out. We also have the time over there. I'm trying to make stuff for you guys. Alright, so you are live. I'm live? Yes, sir. Why would you do this to me? It's cool, it's awesome. Alright, we'll switch for now. We'll switch till you find
So we just switched back.
Trying to find our athletes again out in the desert.
So just as an FYI, if you're watching, you can see the time of the running time for the race up in the left-hand corner of your screen. And by the time they get back to us where they're going to branch off, they'll be right about 1.5 miles. So when they come there, you'll be able to know, as we can't see the mile marker.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't that sound correct?
Yeah, that sounds about correct.
Along that bridge.
Time right now is 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
I figure the ladies probably on this course might be, what do you think? Or what is the speed some of your young ladies there? Probably maybe around 6 minutes for the first mile?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
For the lead
It's a little
runners?
bit faster maybe on some of them if they go out pretty fast. Some of these girls should be coming in around 21-ish, I would think. Maybe 20. We might have a good 20 in there.
Do you really think so? I know
Yeah.
that it is a very technical course with all those turns that will slow them down just a little bit.
The turns might do a little, but I know that this is a flat course, and knowing Cienega girls, I know that they do really well on flat courses, even though we have great hill training, though.
Awesome. Do you go out behind the neighborhood there and do that?
Yeah, we do that giant.
That giant paved hill
Yeah,
by the water area, the water plant.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a great place to do some hill repeats. I used to live out by that hill.
yeah. All right, now we're following our athletes. Don't really have a good identification of who they are, but you can pretty much follow the teams.
You can really see
Looks
the
like
course.
that's
I have to.
Mica.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
Okay.
the course I would have to say is probably well groomed. There is a little bit of rocks, but I was impressed by the course. As you can see right now, it's almost like a dirt road that she's running on. Is that our lead runner, young man? Do you know?
No.
It's not. He hasn't caught up to her yet. It's okay. There's one of our runners, one of the ones a little bit back. He's going to try and catch up to he's trying to find him. Fortunately, we had a little technical difficulty, like we said, putting in the hyperspeed batteries.
It's just kind of fun. Last year we watched Natalie. She was the lead runner last year's Vail Classic.
Oh, okay.
So we did it on her.
That Mica?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Mica's course. I'm off right now. Mica's course because you can see from up at the rooftop like almost the whole course.
Yeah, it looks like right now we're following an Empire girl. She's coming around those turns. Not really sure if that's their first runner.
Oh yes, you can see the red.
Yeah, I think that might be Empire's number one.
The sun's casting a nice shadow on her, that's for sure. I love the course. I believe Andrada did an excellent job grooming the course. It's just.
Oh, looks like
It's
we have
beautiful.
walkers out
The
there.
course is also greatly marked. There's no way anyone's getting lost tonight.
No.
You can see right there, there's one of those washes that you have to run in. And those turns.
Yeah.
It shows a good idea of what the whole course is like.
Yeah. Is this Empire's home course as well when they do host a meet?
I think that is true.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but I know that this has been their home course before.
Yeah, in years past. So that would kind of lead to the reason that maybe she has quite an advantage on today's course.
Yeah, that could be a good insight of that. Another one of those washes she just went through.
Well, she's running at a nice pace there. Oh, she's coming up back behind the bus bay right now. That means she'll be heading over to us in just a moment. She'll be running through the turn here in just a moment or two.
Yeah.
So she's at the bus bay right over there. She still has to come, I think, around the soccer field. She's not going to come this way. She's going to turn over there.
Yeah,
for
she's
the
going to
first
turn
loop.
into that second loop to do that thing all over again. At least she knows what she's doing the second time.
some of them.
You can see out here we have all these people spectating, families, friends, out here cheering on our athletes.
I would agree that it's a great weather-wise for running. It would be nice if there was just a tad bit of cloud cover, but
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a beautiful day out.
It definitely will be a perfect weather because the boys will get more of that sunset. The girls are getting a little sun, but nothing too harsh.
I personally haven't been out here in a few years, I don't think, and forgot how beautiful it is out here behind here with the mountains and everything. Does anybody know if they have a tennis team here at Andrada?
I would hope so. They have courts out here, pretty nice courts too.
They have very nice courts. Ladies, what was your fastest time this year? Remind everybody who you are again.
I'm Natalie, and I'm a senior at Cienega. My fastest time right now is 20:14 for the 5K. That is my PR. So, wish I could have ran today, but getting over a little congestion from a trip that we went on. And then
I'm Cassidy, and my fastest time this year has been like a low 21, I want to say. Not the best season, hasn't been my PR, but you know, we're working toward. I'm not running today also for the purpose of recovering from some sicknesses, and hopefully we'll be ready for sectionals next week.
Well, sounds good. I wish you best luck at sectionals. And here they come. It is an Empire runner right in lead. This is the drone footage showed us, and she's heading off onto the second loop.
she has a good stride right now. Looks like she's pretty strong going into that second loop onto that second mile. And then our next two runners are Rose and Addie. These are Cienega runners, freshmen. They have been having a great season. Addie is joining us for her first race back from being on vacation, and Rose continuing her season to be an amazing athlete.
And here we have both Alanas from Mica Mountain, the senior and the freshman, keeping a good pace. And
oh, wow. Everybody's sticking together there.
All right,
Working together.
now we have Taylor from Cienega. She is in her junior year. She is having a great season. I know her. She can catch up to those Mica girls. Next, we have another Mica coming in right behind Taylor. Good stride going for her.
I do know a few of the Mica runners, but from this distance, I don't want a chance getting the name wrong.
Oh, there we have Alyssa Calder, who has been on our JV team, and then she's pulling in front of Emma Edwards, but they're still close.
We got our second Empire runner coming.
We have another
After
Cienega
that
runner.
is no, that's Corinne. Corinne Metter, also a freshman. Oh, the Empire girl is Evelyn, and Sienna is right by her.
Passing her in the next loop. We have another Empire runner. And here comes two Micas following that group.
Looking great strides from here. This Cienega girl is Jasmine, also a freshman.
Coming in with a good pace, pretty strong going into her next lap. She looks super comfortable with the course. Perfect for the next lap.
Kara Kirshner, freshman from Cienega, followed by Maddie Harris.
Both are doing amazing. They're both having an amazing season this year. PRing every race, it seems like. All right, and then following this group right now, they seem to be going strong. It looks like a couple Micas, a Cienega, and an Empire.
So we have Giselle passing the
Oh,
mile.
nope, it might be Cienega's. Sorry.
So where are we at on the court? I walked away for a moment. Let's see. Oh, they're getting ready to. Oh, they're.
They're just starting that first loop, or that second loop, my bad.
Yeah, right there's the start of the second loop at the end of the fence there. Yep. From the first loop where it met.
Yeah, keep following them,
So they're a little over a mile and a half, the leaders into the run. And the time is?
Time is 13:25 right now.
13:25.
Doing pretty good going into the second mile.
Now,
Go ahead.
ladies, all 4 schools, will they be sending teams to sectionals, do you know?
Yes, each one, I think all of the schools are in different divisions, so it might be different sectionals, but I know that each school is
To the great job, Nick, getting us back going again after the power outage.
all right, and coming around one of those tricky turns, you can see an Empire and then a small group right behind her.
I believe the Empire girl is still leading.
Oh, yeah, it looks like her up there, yep. But they are getting closer. They're gaining ground on her. They're a lot closer than they were when they first came by.
I think there's 2 Micas following her as well as 1 Cienega.
Whereabouts are they? Oh, I remember that giant cactus from before, so.
They're definitely in their third mile, if this is the leading group.
$17.50 right now in the race.
Personally, I haven't done this race, but walking it earlier today, I definitely think that these girls are in for a good race. Chance to PR maybe. Personally, I like flatter courses, definitely get me those faster times, but a good hill every now and again won't hurt. Recently we just traveled, Cienega that is, and Mica recently just traveled to Mount Sac, which is in California, Walnut, California, and we all had a pretty good race up there, racing against those pretty competitive California teams, which is a great shock, I think, for all of us.
So do you know how many teams attend or people were there roughly?
I'm not exactly sure how many, but it is a weekend-long race that people race all the time, and like every 5 minutes they're setting off a new race. We were raced 12, so if that gives you a good aspect, they weren't even basically started at that point.
Wow.
It's one of the biggest races in the nation. That's what they advertise, so it's a pretty good race to get in once you get in.
Now I saw some photos from there. So on the banner they had one day the weekend before. I think colleges also run there?
Yes, it's a college campus, Mount Sac College. It is a good campus to run at. It is I'm pretty sure either a community college or a 2-year college, but they have a track program and a cross country program. Their track is used by many high schoolers, especially in their state competition. It is a very beautiful track.
Well, congratulations for getting to run there.
Thank you.
Where's that?
Still looks like we're following that same group of girls through that twists and turns.
Yeah, we have not made it to the bus bay yet. Once they hit the bus bay, I know roughly about.
Looks like that pack is really staying together, but they are gaining a little ground on that front runner coming into this last bit of the race.
Urban, do you want me to prioritize the Empire runner or
Oh, wow. No.
All
Oh,
right.
she's moved up ahead.
Yeah.
It seems like she's picked it up a little. It looks like she's a little further. Either that or when I thought they were closer, there could have been a couple more twists and turns and made it look that way. Yep, because they've
into that
rounded
bus
the bus bay. Yep, the bus bay. We know we're
right.
back to civilization. When they hit the bus bay, they'll be coming around the edge of the school there and to the finish line here in just a few moments.
Yeah, that time right now is 20:52.
Oh, they can be, they're in plain view of the spectators because I could hear them cheering already.
For Cienega, I know our training this year definitely has helped for this race.
That Empire young lady did hold everyone off.
Yeah, it looks like she's coming in Empire first place.
Do we know who she is?
Let's look at names.
21.
I think that's Sierra Ledford.
She
21.
is a junior this year.
30, it looks like. 21:30. Nice run.
Great time.
You were
All
right.
right, and it looks like we have Addie coming in.
A freshman for Cienega. Has been having a great season.
Coming in with a great time right now.
And
looks like it's
going
to be a
Rose.
21:52.
Here we have Rose Barlett, also a freshman, has also been having a great season, along with Addie.
Striding it out to the finish right now.
Yes.
All right,
Here's
and we have
Alana.
When we thought the Mica girls were behind the Empire, I think it may have been. We may have been a little further back in the pack because obviously those two Cienega gals were right behind the lead runner.
Yeah.
So, and here's the second
finishes
Alana
with a
coming in.
22-19 freshman this year again.
And here comes the other Alana.
Alana Hannibal.
Yes, senior runner, has been running ever since she's, my gosh, middle school or even elementary, if I'm not mistaken. I used to put some races on and she would come out and run when she was younger.
Time today is 22:40, it looks like.
Yeah, nice job on a tough course for the wide twisted turns.
Yeah.
Battery level is low. The
Taylor.
aircraft will go to the home point in 10
Striding it out
seconds.
to the end.
Go
coming in
home.
with a good time today. She's a junior at Cienega. You can see her now finishing with a time of 23:08.
Oh, the Empire girl is back on course for her second loop.
Here we have an Empire girl with a great kick, great stride, coming in very quickly.
Mica Mountain.
Oh, Mica Mountain.
Mica Mountain.
I think I confused her because there was that Empire girl that was on her second loop.
Oh, here's Evelyn Holyoke for Empire,
Yes.
coming in with a great kick as well.
I think that's who we were following there for a little while. And she might make it under 24. 23:55 it looks like. This is a nice run for everybody.
Here's Alyssa Calder. Great powerful arms coming in for her kick. And Emma Edwards followed by Corinne Metter.
All coming in with a great kick. And what we mean by that is just coming in super strong, super fast, right at that end of that race. Stride opens up, arms, and looks like we have a Mica and then another Empire. Fighting it out, we have a battle.
Battling it out.
Battle between Mica and Empire, and Mica seems to be pulling ahead.
Time
Mica got the
24.
Empire. Another Mica coming around the corner.
All All right, and then it looks like a Cienega race right now. Both super hard at the end of this race, striding it out. And then we have a Mica coming in right in between our Cienegas, chasing them down. Both have a very strong finish. All right, and then it looks like we have another Mica Mountain coming in.
I believe this is Jasmine coming in for her final stretch of the race. Oh, and Sienna Hayes coming in. With looks like a sub 26:30, around a 26:27.
Yes, that's what it looked like.
And Lexi, one of the beloved seniors of our Cienega team.
Always open to give a fist bump after a race or practice.
She had a nice kick coming in.
And Riley.
Riley coming in.
With the
But
Mica Mountain hot on her tail.
Let's hope she gets this. She has to kick it in.
She's moving in.
Oh, I believe that's Stephanie Hancock running for Mica.
27:02 and 27:04. She was able to hold her off. Nice job. I don't know how many more is out on the course. I know we don't have the drone up anymore. I know there is the one young Empire lady because she,
Oh, yes.
right around 20 minutes, I think. Well, right when they were finishing, so probably around 21 minutes heading off for her second loop. So.
There's Canella Anderson, a freshman for Cienega.
And then we have another Mica following in right behind her. And then we have our Andrada runner.
And she's really throwing down. Andrada runner's trying to catch somebody. She's hoping to catch Mica at this point.
Behind her, another Mica runner coming in strong.
And she passed her.
Great kick by Andrada.
Nice kick.
Here we have another Empire girl making her way in.
Oh, here she comes. Looking behind her a little bit on that corner. Having a great kick right at that end. Not sure.
I don't know
whose
what
colors
school
that is, but I'm thinking maybe an Empire.
I think it's Empire.
No, that one right there?
Yeah.
You guys don't
that's
have
an
any
Empire.
of those? Okay.
And then
then
a
followed
Cienega
by-
following her, kicking it in.
You don't think that was maybe a homeschooler?
No, I think, I don't know. I don't know who that was.
I think
Definitely
it was some
different
of
than-
Empire's
One of their older uniforms?
Yeah.
It's not like the homeschooler uniform.
Yeah.
They get in a race, okay. So you're both seniors or just you?
I'm a senior, Natalie.
I'm a junior.
And a junior. And where do you plan? Do you plan after this year? What do you have plans? College or military?
College is definitely the answer.
Any?
Right now, I'm looking at schools, hoping to run. That's the big idea out there. And then.
So will you go to like someplace maybe not on the top of your list if they'll let you compete for the team?
Yeah, I'm basically just going for what's going to give me the money, to be honest, because let's be honest, college is expensive. So just kind of looking all out there. Looks like we have another Cienega runner coming in though. And it looks like those boy runners are getting ready to race today. All gathering up by the start at the moment.
Should be a great race for the boys. Should be a lot of competition here today with all the Vail teams.
Now, didn't Cienega win last year the championship?
Yes, Cienega.
You got the ugly old tennis shoe award.
Yes, we did. We got the tennis shoes on a 2x4. It was a good little trophy. Meant a lot. Vail Classic with all of our friends in our community.
So is that being passed on, or do they have another trophy this year? Do we know?
Yes, I think they're just passing it on. This year we changed it up a little bit, but it looks like we have Hannah coming in at the finish.
Alright.
Making her way. She's a great stride coming in that finish. But yes, it looks like for the trophies it's just going to be handed off each year, as this is the second annual. Make it a tradition.
And with every new year, there'll be a slight change in every single trophy. So
Yeah, at the moment you can't see the trophies, but Cienega made a little cute change that we like about it.
Oh.
Hopefully you can see it later today.
Oh, you got to change it up a little.
Yes, we did change it up. We thought to make it a little bit of a Cienega pizzazz, I guess.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, I think this is a great thing that Vail School District is putting on with their cross-country teams. It gets everybody together, since, you know, I know that I lived in Vail. My kids grew up in the district, that it seems like everyone has a choice where to go, and it seems like everybody seems to know each other from the different schools. So it's a great way to bring them all together right at the end of the season.
Yeah, it looks like Savannah's coming in very strong, coming in with that. Pumping her arms, nice stride. Came in with a 32-32.
Oh, I
there's
just heard the
Mica's
cheer
voice
from
cheer.
Mica's cheer. Where's the Bobcat roar?
And we got to hear that Bobcat cheer. Just waiting on those few girl runners to finish up, and then we're moving on to the boys' race today. From what I've heard from the girls that finished earlier, this was a really good race, nice and flat. Definitely a lot of turns though.
Definitely a lot of turns.
And most of the girls that have heard their times already have seemed to be very proud of their time. So it seems like it was what they were expecting, or the turns, they compensated for it with their times.
Yes. Nice tune-up before sectionals.
For sure.
Are there? So when did you say sectionals was?
Sectionals is next week. I think it's
It's
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
So exactly a week.
And
Yeah.
it's down in Rio Rico?
Yeah, the Rio Rico. If any of the Vail schools traveled to the Rattler recently, which Cienega did, it's on that same course. Rio Rico just got their fields and everything redone, so their course changed a little bit from last year. But it looks like we have a Mica girl coming in right now. Coming in super strong.
And there's another Mica girl behind her.
Both coming in with great times. But yes, the sectional course is going to be changed from last year, but not too much. From a personal experience, it's still a good course. Definitely a course you could PR on.
Well, I know I went out to the last year. Did you compete last year, I'm assuming?
Yes, I did compete.
Yes, down at Sierra Vista.
Yes,
That's
was.
a great course. It's
That
a great
was a
it's a great spectator course.
Yeah,
You
so
can
is-
get all around the campus easily from one side to the other with hardly any effort to be able to cheer the runners on.
Yeah, it's definitely for Sierra Vista course is definitely a little bit faster, I would say. It's a lot flatter. There's only one big hill that I remember from that course. Rio Rico has a hill that you go over multiple times, so that's definitely, I guess, not really a downside. It's a cross-country course. It's what you should expect, but it's definitely going to put a little bit in your times. But
State, though, if I'm not mistaken, has some very big hills at that
yes.
golf course they run on.
Yeah, State.
From being there last year, those are some very steep up and downs into the washes of the golf course.
Yeah, me personally, I've gone to State every year, so that course that we're doing this year is definitely one of the harder races, just because each hill has its own personality. And then we have that Andrada runner coming in. Super strong coming into that.
35:59 or 58, right below 36 minutes. Great job.
Yeah, but that course, definitely what you could expect from running on a golf course. Sand, grass, concrete, everything in the mix.
Yep. Cross country, all terrain.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you'll be hoping to, Cienega was hoping to make somebody at least, do you think you have a shot for a team or going
for
up?
sectionals, me personally as a team captain, I hope that our team gets up there. I'm praying. I know every one of our girls has trained super hard this year to get a place at sectionals and to get a team award.
Well, we have another Mica and Andrada runner coming in.
Oh, here we have an Andrada girl with a great kick coming on in.
Followed by another Mica. There's Coach Farr over here cheering on one of his runners. Might be one of his. Is it out there cheering?
Oh, here's Cienega's cheer before they get started.
That cheer has been around for many years. My son, when we was on the cross-country team, and Zach Elshelman and them used to be on it, they used to cheer that. So that's a great cheer. It's nice to hear it still.
Yeah.
Brings back memories.
I know that I wasn't on the team with the people that came up with that cheer, so I know that that's very old of a cheer.
My son graduated, oh my God, did he graduate in 08? I think he graduated in 08. 08 or 09, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been around for a while. Do you play another sport or just?
Me personally, I only do track and cross country. It's just been my sport for a while now. I've been running since I think 2nd grade. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in a little club that they had at my school, but.
And you?
I only do cross country and track. I did basketball last year, but I think this is my time, and I'm gonna move on.
All right.
Looks like those boys are doing their run out, getting ready for that race.
Well, I know we have at least one runner. I don't know how many is left out on the course, but
Looks like the wind's picking up a little bit though. These boys might get a little bit of headwind coming around those corners.
I know we at least have one Empire girl out. We saw her while some of the other teams were making their way in. We saw her making her way towards the second lap.
So I'm not sure if we're going to wait till
Yeah.
she's in or if they're going to start here momentarily. I'm going to go over and check out over at the start line, see what they're having to say.
Yeah, for sure.
So it looks like the boys team may be starting before the last few runners end up in, but she should be making her way in a few minutes. But we don't want them out there running in the dark, so we may have to start soon.
Yeah. I think they're going to stick to that around the 5 o'clock start time. Already past that, but should be fine starting a little later. Sun's still up.
There's Mica's cheer getting ready to start their race. Oh.
Looks like we're going to be starting the race here just momentarily. They're getting ready. The course is clear, ready for the boys' race to take off. And it looks like they are very excited to get out there.
All right, it looks like they're just talking to the boys before the race, letting them know where to go, even though the course is pretty well shown.
Yes, some last-minute instructions from Rod Carrier from Andrada.
See right now, the boys just lined up, ready to start. Spectators on either side.
And they're off. Oh, it's a fast start.
Right away, I saw like an Empire boy make his way straight out. Some Mica and Cienega.
It's good technique. Start out strong. Definitely start out fast. First 100 meters or so, get out there so you don't get trampled on in the back.
Especially
that could
on
be,
this course.
yeah.
It'd definitely be hard to get around.
Do we have our drone footage as well?
Yes.
Great. Oh, yeah. Look at that crowd.
Following
Tightly
that,
packed.
those front runners, that good pack right there. Starting
But the
along.
sun's starting to head down. It's making it easier to see that screen, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So how do you normally prepare for the season?
I would say for me personally, just training every day, staying consistent is honestly what's the big thing about running. Because any other sport, you could learn how to shoot hoop any day and then know how to do it the next week if you stopped for a week. But running, it's really something that you have to keep up. If you don't keep it up, you're just going to lose that speed and lose that endurance. Because endurance is hard to build up.
Now, do you think your proper rest and nutrition also helps out?
Yeah, I would say that above all, nutrition and sleep definitely has to be all in check. If you're not resting enough or if you're not eating the right things, you'll start to not feel as great during practice, and then it will almost be as if you're training for nothing because you have those bad things in your body and not enough time to bounce back, I guess, from the race before.
So my regimen of cinnamon rolls probably isn't the best thing before a race.
Yeah, I mean, personally, every now and again, you can always snack. It's not saying you can't have anything bad during race time, but yeah, for our team, we do spaghetti dinners before every meet, every home meet. Like yesterday, we had a spaghetti dinner. Somebody at our school hosted it, and so one of the spaghetti dinners this season I did, and the host makes spaghetti. We all meet up at the house, and we all just get time to hang out and bond as a team. It's a really nice experience that we have that I guess a lot of teams don't get to experience.
I know they do that as well at Mica Mountain, so it's a great tradition for the cross-country teams.
Yeah, it's definitely a great time, and it's nice to get to know people when you're not after a race and all gross and sweaty and barely breathing.
I know that Far, since he used to work at Cienega, he definitely carried on a lot of the Cienega traditions to Mica, making it very homey over there.
Yeah, him and Coach Burnham Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, they both worked together and worked well. They had a great working relationship and brought their teams to state, I think, a couple times.
Yeah, I know that we did have a past runner, Aiden, who did win state at one point, or he got, I'm pretty sure
I think he won all 4.
No, he didn't win all
Or
4 years,
3?
but he went on to run at the U of A, so he's a great runner. Great showing of how Vail represents their athletes.
So, nice story about Aiden. I know I put on a few races. I used to put on the Vail Jingle Trail, which Mr. Farr wanted me to announce about, that they're going to be having the 17th annual at Mica Mountain on December 10th.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5K and a 1K for kids. So if you want to go, register now. It's going to be at Mica, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I also put on many other races, some down at the Pecan Orchard, and when Aiden was in middle school, he won the 5K one year.
Oh, yeah.
So it was nice seeing him run at Cienega and from seeing him before. But here we are back on the course. Let's look at that for a moment. Let's try to see, does that look like a...
That's the leaders.
It's the leaders there. Let's try to get the sun's kind of blocking the color a little bit.
It looks like the leader is maybe Sean, and then we have those two
Micas.
Connor Grusendorf is closely behind him, and
then another Mica right behind him, and then it looks like an Andrada following those Mica. I know that this year
looks like they got tied up there on that one corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are taking those corners fast. You can see that they're like almost...
It's definitely slowing down a little bit of their mojo, but, it's a cross-country course. What to expect. But this year for Cienega, we have boys. We have Sean Frank, which you can see we're following right now in the front, who is our top runner right now. He is our team captain this year. He has really improved this year and put his sights to be the top runner in state, and he has been contacting colleges right now, getting in contact with them. Everything that he needs. He finished third at Mount Sac in Division III varsity. And then we also have Sterling, who's another one of our varsity boys. He's a junior. He has a time of 18:02. Oh, and I forgot to mention Sean's time of a 16:54. And then Sterling, he is a junior this year, running right with Sean in workouts, trying to get that time down as much as he can. I know he's going for that good PR this year. And then we have a lot of our other boys following behind. They've got some good times, always showing up to practice and being 100%. And then let's see, for Mica Mountain this year, it looks like Connor this year, he is their top runner, and he set their course record, which like last year was their first year with that course, but setting it off very strong with a 17:05. And then he also ran a 16:24 earlier this year. You can see him
they're coming
following.
up around the bus bay right now. The runners will be coming through to the second loop in almost a few minutes. The spectators are lining up. They'll be coming in view here in just a moment.
Yeah, and he's up there following Sean. They're all staying close, packed together.
And then following Connor Grusendorf for Mica Mountain, Carter Jones has been great on the team and has been their second boy. And he finished 8th at the Mount Sac Invitational. next races.
Are they in the same division as is Mica and Cienega in the same division?
I don't believe so. We don't have. I don't think we have any races with them this year.
Okay.
I think they're a division below, just because they're getting started. So
Not
soon-
enough students yet.
Yeah.
Not big enough.
Once they get that phase 2 in, I feel like they're going to be up with Cienega.
Okay.
We also have some Empire people on the boys' side. They're doing their best to qualify for state. With their two fastest runners are sophomores, which is Chris Sheets with a season best of 18:46 and Daniel Brooks with a season best time of 19:54. Chris is currently 34th in the section and Daniel is 37th. So they have some good insights for section this year.
Okay, here they come.
Coming around that corner.
Seems like they were closer a moment ago. There's
Yeah,
a lot more people out on the course this time.
Yeah. I feel like they know where to stand now. See, right now they're coming around that corner. See that green?
Oh yeah, there's the soccer field.
You can see Sean leading, and then we have Connor coming up right behind him. Along with, I believe that's Carter.
Here around our line of view, Sean Frank has just entered and making his way onto the second loop, followed by Connor Grusendorf, and I believe that is Carter Jones.
So is that a Cienega or?
Cienega's in first.
Okay.
We're orange, so.
And then the
So
next
when we
two are
thought
Mica.
before, we thought it was an Empire when we were looking, didn't we?
No, I think we thought it was Cienega, because that's Sean Frank up in the
and
front.
here we have Sterling B.
Following right behind, very strong
as well
into
with the
that
Mica.
second.
So they have much more of a copper outfit, I was thinking.
Yeah, and then we have that Andrada coming up right next to them, following in pretty fast.
And here we have two Mica boys and Thomas, who
From
recently
Cienega.
transferred from Empire.
But now he's a Cienega Bobcat.
And then we have a bunch of Cienega in a group right here.
Looks like our Cienega varsity right there. All of our boys coming in super close together and strong.
And some Mica and Empire in the mix as well. A bunch of Mica coming in right through here.
There's a couple Empires. And the rest of the back of the pack.
Here's some more Cienega, Josiah and Matthew. This Empire kid looks like he's ready to start getting into gear. He looks ready to start picking people off.
Oh,
Oh, but the Mica too.
he didn't like getting past like that.
A lot of Empire up in the mix right now.
And there's some Cienega sprinkled in there. Oh, there's another Andrada runner.
Following our top runners, though, we still have Sean, and I think that might be Carter following Sean. Going around those turns, you can see some of those spectators out there cheering them on. Looks like some Cienega girls out there.
More Empire.
And then to recognize some more of the Mica Mountain people out there, we got Logan Bonhorst and Roman Romero, who are seniors, planning on helping the team qualify for state, so guessing they're on varsity this year. And then we have Dakota and Hector, who keep rising each race this year. Numerous other runners on Mica's huge and growing team are working to get up to varsity next year. Coming around those corners. Definitely from a perspective of walking this course, I underestimated how much these corners would affect the time. But it looks like these boys are keeping up with the time pretty good.
Well, you could tell they're running fast. Like I said, when
Yeah.
that first loop, when they were taking a few of those turns, it looked like they were just almost like
Yeah, trying to stay balanced in a way.
Because it's tight. Coach Frizzell said it's calls them the switchbacks, and they are pretty tight up in through there. Usually you'll find those going up a side of a mountain, but he has it just whipping through his cactus forest.
Yeah. Switchbacks were part of the Mount Sac course. That was the first hill, always the hardest hill. It's a straight up, almost you could crawl it feels like.
You just notice a couple times their arms just kind of, as they go around, just kind of frail out to the sides as they take some of those corners.
Yeah, and that time right now we are at a 12:43. Doing pretty good.
I would say definitely past mile 2.
Yeah.
Which are the mile markers are very well marked. They had
those are
a nice,
super nice
orange one for number 2 and a bit bright yellow one made out of the rocks right there on the ground. You couldn't miss them.
It's definitely something I liked about this course. It's very well marked.
It's something nice to look forward to as well when you're running.
Yeah, you don't really have to look at your watch. You can just pay attention to the course in front of you.
And we'll have to ask them who does their. Oh, the sun's going down past the mountains over here. But I'm wondering if they had the Vail School District grounds department out with one of their Bobcats to grade it, because it is
super
just a nice little road, like a little golf cart road.
Yeah.
Oh, they're keeping close. So who'd you say is in first?
That's going to be Sean Frank is in first, and then we're thinking it's Carter Jones following, if that's their second runner.
Yeah, because I don't see the red hair.
Yeah, I think Connor's right behind them, just out of view.
That's a great sharp corner that they just went across. Our lead runners.
I'd say he's less than 10 yards behind him. Mica behind Cienega. Oh, that's the 2 mile. They just passed the 2 mile mark. That bright orange.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the 1 mile mark.
Was that
from
the one?
First lap? From the first lap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The 2 mile is a little bit closer to the start of the race.
Oh yes, and and they're at 14 minutes. Should have looked at the time. It did look like it, but that's but as I said, you can't miss the mile markers when you're running around it.
They're coming up to the bus bay right now too, so
oh yeah,
it doesn't look like they have long till they finish this race. You should see them start picking it up. Always when you're in your last mile, you can see runners pick up that pace.
I know Sean Frank at least always has a great kick, and he's always motivated in the last mile / 800 depending on the race.
Yeah. You can see them start opening up their strides, sticking together, and then we'll see how the race ends.
Oh wow, he's if you said that's Carter, right? Carter Jones.
Yeah.
Yes, he is catching up.
He's sticking up to them.
Yeah.
Trying to stay together, I guess. Trying to get that wind away from them. They both look really comfortable coming into this last little bit of the race.
Another beautiful sunset out in Vail.
See them coming around. Oh. Getting through those washes nice and smoothly. Alright, you can see that beautiful sunset right now. The mountain view.
Yeah.
Coming into the last bit of the race. All right, and it looks like our top
17:09.
runners are coming up right now.
Yeah,
there's
from
some
the sound of the
spectators.
crowd, it sounds like they're just about ready to round the corner.
Sean
And here they come, they're neck and
Sean
neck.
and Carter are gonna
Cienega
fight.
and Mica Mountain neck and neck. Here they come. This is exciting. Oh my gosh. It's Mica, it's Cienega, it's Cienega, it's Mica, it's Cienega.
Coming in with a good time of 17:30.
Wow, that was a great finish.
It's always special
So
when you get a
exciting.
race like that.
Definitely got the audience
Fight
hyped
it
and
at the
ready for
end.
the rest of the people to finish their race.
Yes. It's a nice little finish, like can see the clock, and it's that just little, no matter what, how far back you are, whatever, everybody has a kick to the end, and they had a heck of a kick today.
The clock is always a great motivation at the end of a race. Oh, here's Connor Grusendorf about to make his home stretch into the
Coming
finish
into
line.
that finish line right now.
Followed by Mica, who looks ready to kick hard, and we'll see what happens.
Connor coming in with that big stride. Coming in with an 18:21, it looks like. And then that next Mica, an 18:23.
Oh, and
Oh,
Sterling
and
B.
Sterling coming in with that nice stride, super arms. 18:32.
Which is not far off from his PR.
Yeah, he got a
considering
good
the
time.
The twists and turns on this race.
Definitely a good time for him. Both those boys will be working at sectionals.
Here we have an Empire boy.
Yeah, it looks like that's an
It may be
Empire.
Christopher.
I'm not sure who that is, but he's coming in super strong.
Followed by an Andrada.
Right in that 19:02.
Oh, here we have Mica and Cienega. Cienega looks like he's ready to pull Mica right in, and
All right, coming in with that last bit.
Oh,
Fighting
yes.
it out.
they are leg and leg and arm. They were
I
right
think
by
the
each
Cienega
other.
got Roman from Mica Mountain
And then
right
Thomas
at the line.
coming in at a 19:21.
These young men are running fast on this course.
And here's another Mica, and here's Luke making his home stretch in, and Adam Joyner following as well.
Coming in with pumping their arms and their legs, getting that real nice stretch in.
Great kicks by everyone so far.
And I can't wait till Mica gets enough students so they're in the same division as Cienega.
Yeah.
It'll be great to be out there watching the two
Empire
schools
and Mica.
battling it out on the same division.
Yeah, look at those Cienega people battling it out. Just on that 20-minute mark.
Oh, it looks like we might have a battle, maybe, by Empire and Mica coming in.
2 Micas, 1 Empire, coming in super fast.
Oh, I believe that's TJ from Empire.
Another battle from Mica.
Great finishes all around. Oh, Josiah Yatso coming in with a great kick. Here's Matthew, another senior from Cienega. Oh, we have a Mica making a great kick in. Maybe this Empire is gonna catch. Maybe battle between the 2 Micas. Lots of Empire coming in as well.
Empire finishing 21-26 with another Cienega right behind him. This has been a great day for cross country out here at the 2nd annual Vail Classic at Andrada Polytechnic. Beautiful day.
Oh, this looks like there's going to be a great kick right here. Oh, Corey's
Oh.
pulling.
Cienega outdid the Empire at the line, I think.
Looks like some good battles today on the boys' race.
It's a very short finish line that shoot.
Yeah, it definitely throws you off. I know when I'm running, I like to see my finish when I start sprinting, but I know you got to start sprinting way before that.
Oh yeah, you come around this turn not expecting it, and then pow, and you don't have long enough to get a full kick in.
And there's not much distance, what I mean for the shoot, like after the finish line to
Oh.
actually like be
yeah.
able to slow down afterwards. It's
It looks like there's a big
boy, it's just
crowd
like
growing.
right there.
Yeah.
It looks like people are celebrating and just meeting right there.
Some Mica Empire battles again.
Oh! That young Mica guy did not want to be passed at 23 even almost, I think. You two young ladies look like you're getting a little chilled out here in this temperature.
That sun was definitely warming me up a little bit.
Yes, I decided to,
Yeah.
after my run of the course, I put a little warm stuff on. I knew it was going to chill down.
Good
Yeah.
thinking. My coach asked me, but I was foolish.
I know, we both were.
Another Mica making his way towards the finish.
Well, if you've been watching at home, we hope you enjoyed the footage today, especially that aerial footage by our young pilots. It was really great to have that view of the course. Otherwise, we would have just been right here at the start-finish area.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely is nice to see the course that your athletes are running,
yes.
see what they go through, see the race. Because a lot of the times on cross-country races, you don't really get to follow. You kind of just see what they say, and
Yeah,
then
so-
that's kind of your view of the race.
So I'd say Bobcat TV did an awesome job today bringing
Yeah,
this
for
to us.
sure.
Whoa, and the lights just went on. Must almost be dark. A couple more Cienega runners coming in at 24,
Great finishes.
35, and 36, and
here we have an Andrada.
39.
All of these runners coming in super strong. Kicking it through the line.
Yeah, pretty good.
Now, Nick, will this be up on somewhere like afterwards? Will it be up on to be able to, if anybody didn't catch the race, they might be, or the live footage, they'll be able to watch it? All right, so if you know somebody that wants to see it, you can always let them know. Turn into Cienega's website and look for Bobcat TV, I'm assuming.
Or even on YouTube. I know we have a channel.
You could subscribe to their YouTube channel. Oh, yes, Bobcat TV on YouTube.
200 people, which means by tonight we'll have probably 350 have listened to you.
Oh, I know this is Eli Curtis coming in from Mica. He's a freshman this year.
Looks like we have more Cienega coming up the finish.
Everybody seemed to come through pretty good time on the first loop, didn't they, ladies?
Yeah, I didn't see anybody coming in a little bit later, so I think once we see the last pack come in, it should be the end.
So I know we're getting close to the end of the race here. It looks like a lot of the other runners and spectators are heading towards the finish line. I want to say thank you to the young ladies today for coming in. We're going to get ready here to sign off here in just a few moments, but I think we should say once again we have
Cassidy Davidson.
And then Natalie Flores. We're both from Cienega.
and Steve Taggart, who used to be at Cienega, and Mica as Steve the Day Porter, covering tonight's meet for Mr. Miller. So we want to tell you that there's some events.
Yes, there's a football game that is going to be happening at Desert View. It's going to be live on Bobcat TV. It's going to be 7 p.m. Make sure to tune in on Bobcat TV, and it's going to be up on our channel.
That would be the same cat time, same cat channel. Subscribe to YouTube or watch us live on streaming Bobcat TV.